Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
They have a lock on you. Shake them. Evading.
Missile evaded. Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farmington Construction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support.
Strider 1, you've got their attention.
Break! Break! They evaded it. Bandit in my sight. My God! Missile incoming. Break!
I'm on my target's tail.
Bandit has a rocket. Dodge that missile.
Fox 2.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital. Stay forward and keep your eyes on the enemy.
Trigger, splash the bandit.
Vehicle eliminated.
We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Break! Rest in the peace. I'm out.
Target was not struck.
Cyclops 4, Fox 2. Half the enemy's already down. That LRSSD's really something.
Locked on, this one's a goner. Where did these guys come from? My job just got that much harder.
Strider 1, the men below you are to secure the Silver Bridge, but they can't break enemy lines. We have aircraft in addition to you, but our numbers are less than ideal.
Strikes in the sky. Too bad for those guys.
Strider 1, missile away.
Escape in rock. Break him away. Rock 2. Yeah, that's the ticket. Show the enemy what kind of surprise we've got waiting for him.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Missile evaded.
The missile doctor or EDM. Shoot it. Escape in rock. Break him away. Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner! They shut down one of us. It's no use! We have to retreat!
Oh yeah!
Strider 1, target acquired. Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Fox 2.
Conditions keep changing. It's battle suddenly.
is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Ocean.
Roger.
Ships at your own discretion.
Strider 1, missile!
Not every day that you find a naval battle of a city.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Immersion Army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through. Understood. Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ship. Just how many did we lose?
Damn it, Rangers is back. Park's wide open. With the enemy striking back with everything they've got.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target acquired. That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up Mace Squadron at the park.
Stall warning.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Break! Break! Bandit acquired. Firing. Ejecting. E-rescue.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Picking up.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
This is the Stork. There are small boats hiding in the ruins.
Missile launched.
Take them out before they can approach the fleet. We lost half our men? What about the reinforcements?
Missile. Missile.
Target is hit.
We gotta think of a way out of this predicament.
Enemy vessels, fire! Desperately trying to stop our backup vessel coming! They're defending HQ! Breaking! Breaking! Reduce altitude. Right between the buildings.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Target destroyed.
Shaking off enemy lock.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile.
Sensor, break, break!
Missile. Missile.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Missile. Caution.
Target acquired.
Half our forces are neutralized.
Box 2.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Requesting fire for rage. Coordinates 294. 5002. Target is enemy MVP formation. Fire for effect with your strongest round.
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is one missile and you're history.
Fire.
You did really well out there, which is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll eat heroes. Don't know what medals they've got, Troy. If you want one, come back in one piece.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Bracketing is complete. Fire for effect. Roger. Firing index. Azimuth 2870, LAC 237. Prepare to volume. Fire.
missile.
Careful. The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow. And... impact!
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Low morale's our real issue right now.
Missile.
They shouldn't have mentioned 3 strikes during the briefing.
Strider 1, missile away.
Tucker 2-4. Go easy on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support.
Look at what's left of our forces.
Missile.
Damn that 3 strikes.
Missile.
3 minutes
Boy, am
remaining.
I glad 3 strikes is here. Lancaster, this is Base 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSG. We'll take it from here. This is Base 1. Brabantsi reconstruction park is under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters. Hey, those are our planes. Give them a wave.
Strider 1, bandit splashed.
Missile.
The enemy's got a lock.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Don't let them through. HQ's right behind us. Missile inbound. Evade.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Missile.
2 minutes remaining.
Missile tracking me.
Missile away.
We need that bridge to establish our position. Give those ground troops all support they need.
Let's teach a lesson to those arrogant Ocean bastards. Strider 1 missile heading away.
Missile. Missile.
Say goodbye.
Missile.
Bandit away. Firing. Yes, that did it.
Missile.
Strider 1, enemy on your 6.
Missile. Missile.
On my target's back. Time to punch through. We can still win as long as we don't give up.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1. 1 minute remaining.
Missile.
Power play aims to the AO. Coordinates Tango 280. Keep us 3 knots. Time to attack!
Vehicle eliminated.
Break from the enemy lines and make your way to the headquarters.
Missile. Missile.
30 seconds remaining.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Launch 2. The enemy is showing signs of fatigue. Deal the final blow.
Missile.
Strider 1, tank destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight.
Special delivery.
Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? 'Cause I'm buying.
Roger that. Shoot down. Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogeys. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. X.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith
Missile. Missile.
Caution, enemy has a lock.
Missile.
It's not bad.
Missile.
They're as good as Red says. Although their teamwork is somewhat lacking.
Shaking off enemy lock.
Fox 2. Red ship is sunk. Enemy fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile.
Stand by, be hit.
Missile.
Sorry, I gotta bail out.
Missile. Missile.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys? They evaded it.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Target was not struck.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Say goodbye. Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Wow, you sure he's human?
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Get away from that missile.
Only yourselves be destroyed. I say no there.
Missile.
Enemy has a lock on me.
I'm hit.
Catch him now.
Stay focused. We've still got a monster to slay.
Seymour, your plane is had it. Eject.
It's a season.
Look.
Taking fire.
Missile.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the two leaders. Eject while you can still talk.
Target hit.
Fox 2.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Locked on.
Missile.
Cyclops 3. I'm been hit. We gotta eject.
Target still active.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry. He's gonna make it.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What?
Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride. Target acquired. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys will let you have it. Target is hit. Nice, fine. Give him one more. You're low on special weapons. Missile hit.
Weissman, watch your tail.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Weissman, missile closing.
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer. Shit. Cyclops 1 is down. Cyclops 1 is down.
Eject already, Weissman.
I'm sorry, Count. His plane exploded.
Weissman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Weissman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. Duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Loco count.
Fox 2. Damn, I can't seem to find an opening. Missile evaded. flare supply.
Landed fire missile.
Missile hit!
Good job.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
crashing
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What the?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabant's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, Something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Ocean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Ocean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Ocean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Willingness process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Caution. Pull up. Pull up. Caution.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Missile away.
Caution.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
ID'd as Ocean forces. This is AWACS from the LRSSG.
Our intel has been updated.
Missile.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. It's Erusian military.
Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
Pull up.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. Two of us are our way home.
Pull up.
It's Erusian.
They are responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Fire! Fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
Stall warning.
The General's vehicle is under attack. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to the hails. It's the radicals. There's Lamar! I'm hit. Get this guy off my back.
Strider 1, target acquired. Fox 2.
That was a close one. We have to remain vigilant. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew, but people gather in bars and other places to learn what's going on.
It's ID as Erusian.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times. Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Strider 1.
Listen, those that protect General LaFarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Missile.
Try your smokes. 3 strikes will find you.
Missile. Missile.
There's a vehicle up ahead.
Missile.
It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
Welcome. Let's go.
We are
archived all the footage that we've shot for when the communication networks come back online.
Friendly fire. We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a Cold War.
Missile.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Missile.
Signs of infiltrating warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Shaking off enemy lock.
Caution. Pull up.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, the General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Caution.
Here comes the traitor, Lamar.
Missile.
Target eliminated.
This is a white net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lamar's in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Missile away.
Why didn't that hit?
Pull up. Pull up.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Strider 1 crashed. There's a strict curfew, but people gather in bars and other places to learn what's going on.
Locked on, bandit.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
We're getting fire from our own allies. Is this place under rebellion too?
Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Lafarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Missile.
Damage!
Missile.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over.
There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
Missile. Missile.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Missile.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Caution. Pull up.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Missile.
Strider 1, the General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes the traitor, Lamar. This is a white net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lamar's in that vehicle!
Been set up in all the right places.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
My engine vision! Where did that come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly! No, the attack was an unintentional mistake!
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
I'm behind my target.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know what what.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile.
Target is in machine gun range. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
I'm behind my target.
Missile.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous in Kruger Park. Captain Carl. inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, and there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian flight test center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break! Missile launched.
Strike. I heard scratches on the tail that it's part of the penal unit. All rebels must be taken down.
Target is down.
Fire on that vehicle!
VIP is taking fire. This vehicle stopped.
It's Erusian! Shoot it down!
Trigger, that one's Ocean. Do not attack before target identification is complete.
Get them before they get us!
Target destroyed.
My target's tail.
Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, I think they'll nowhere to see.
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military. Forces at landfill number 7.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
Since the insurgents and signals.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
UAVs are acting strange. They're autonomous, but must be bugged. It's not patrol service. It's a Charlie Foxtrot. Good.
An armored vehicle's behind us. This vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
Did you hear me? That was friendly fire!
You cannot fire on a target until it's ID'd. Won't let it happen again.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off!
Stall warning.
Weapon torn!
I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Unidentified aircraft to the drones.
Missile. Missile.
Almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
That unknown must be an enemy. We're the only Ocean forces in the area.
Not good. Even Trigger's firing on allies in these conditions. Aborting mission.
Of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Strider 1, missile launched.
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not the drones that are working. It's the small Charlie Foxtrot. It's Erusian! Shoot it down!
Trigger, that one's Ocean. Do not attack before target identification is complete.
Open fire on that vehicle.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile. Missile.
It's Erusian military.
General is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. Destroy aircraft with tally marks on the tail. Torpedo blue double. If a drone is acting suspiciously, shoot it down.
ID'd as Ocean forces. Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
We're taking fire. We can't hold off. Prepare to fire on a moment's notice.
Roger. Enemy has a lock on you.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 19er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our terminal's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
Take out Penny in autonomous mode.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
You heard the comms. There are no friendlies out there. Have no choice. Fire!
We're under attack! Hurry up and do something! Wonderful! So be it! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can we switch the UAVs to slave mode?
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies. With the main conflict concluded, regional forces in the center, south, and east will struggle for stabilization of the nation. panel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
Keeping Units is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger? Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
It's Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for a better timing.
How'd you last long, Caster? We've been bringing and we're here to help.
Right. Commander Beavis is attacking the radicals. We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Welcome.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we're waiting. Don't worry, we won't let anyone through after the other.
Almost at the rendezvous. Lead the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals currently believe most drone productions will make up for our losses. They shouldn't be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonged. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. Listen up. From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alpha, hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Washington.
Welcome. Welcome.
Out there, you traitor. I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it was supposed to be big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Mine.
Enemy has a lock on you.
No good.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
They're in my way. Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... the drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
You can aboard the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target acquired.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile.
5 bandits remaining.
Missile.
4 bandits left.
Missile.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
3 bandits to go.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time that it should not function. But when?
Strider 1, 2 bandits left. Show them what you got. 1 bandit to go.
They are after the data, aren't they?
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Ocean's army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... No, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Longcaster.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Ocia attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio.
It still works! I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness.
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Ocean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Ocean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osia for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.